that's got to be phenomenal. So that, honey, is definitely an A side. Okay? And if you can achieve that, then honey, that's goals. That is goals. Okay. Really cute pictures on the water. During that whole quarantine process. Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of Sadie Says It All for Adventurous Magazine. Again, I am here every other Tuesday taking over their Facebook Live feed. And this video will also end up on my YouTube channel, Sadie Says It All. So please do, if you get a moment, please subscribe, support your girl. So it's funny because I find myself having a lot of relationship talks with people recently, and I think a lot of it kind of sort of stems from everything that's been going on with COVID. I think it's kind of giving people a new perspective or fresh perspective on life, and some people are finding themselves wanting to have these relationships. Well, as someone who's married, I just want to kind of tap into having a wardrobe malfunction, the A and B sides of that when you are a woman who has things to do. I myself have a lot to do. I have a lot of outside things going on, so I just want to give some perspective on, that. And again, the A and B sides to relationships when you are a woman who has things to do. Okay? All right. So, let's start with the A side. Say, for instance, you get into a relationship with someone who is super supportive. They are your biggest cheerleader. Whenever you fall or you have a fail, they help you get up. They brush you off, dust you off, give you that pep talk for you to get back in the game and, do it again. And they help kind of push you towards your successes. And it is ideal. It's great to have someone in your life like that. And this person may not even be on the same path as you. They may be in their own little box, but still at the same time, they recognize that certain things are huge to you. And they recognize that you have goals and things that you want to achieve. So they help push you towards those. Did I say that right? Yeah, towards those goals. And they're in your corner. And you know that. And it's great to have someone like that. So that is absolutely an A. And this is also a person who recognizes that all of your time cannot be completely invested in them. They are okay with sharing you with your passion and with your dream. And they realize that in order for you to achieve certain things that you're looking to achieve, you are definitely going to need to set aside time to be devoted to those things. So someone who can recognize that, and someone who can be supportive in those times that because it's a lot of hard work a lot of times when you're working towards certain things, and it's important to have someone who understands that and gives you the right kind of energy when you are in those situations. So that is definitely an A. If you can find one of them, that's an A. Now, for that A side, let's look at this B side. Okay. Someone who is extremely demanding of your time. That is definitely a B-side, because what sometimes happens in those situations when someone cannot see that in order for you to work towards these goals, you're going to need to spend some time doing that. They can't monopolize your time. You're going to need to spend some time doing that. And there will be people out there who just don't get that. And you may not even know that they don't get that until you're in this relationship with them. People can yes you to death all day on your way into the relationship. But then when you get there, then it's like, ooh, who is this person? You know what I mean? So, with that being said, when someone is demanding too much of your time, it's like one of a few things are going to happen. Either, number one, you're not going to do what it is that they're asking you to do, or give them that time that they need at that moment. And if you don't do that, give them that time, then sometimes people can resent you, and they'll be looking at you weird and giving you weird energy, like you're not meeting their needs or something. I mean, I'll tell you right now, there are a lot of things that I do for me that I don't always talk to my husband about. I mean, I have, like I mentioned, the YouTube channel that I have. I'm going to start having guests on. I actually have them booked for February. I'm already all booked up for February, and I'm rolling into March already, having guests booked for my show. I don't talk about these things with my husband because it's really not anything for me to talk to him about. Now, if I'm going to be outside the house, gone somewhere filming something, or even when I'm filming Learn How to Marry Me and it's at home for a certain amount of time, yeah, I will mention it to him then, because I don't want him bum rushing up in the middle of me filming something and then I gotta start over or whatever. Like, say for instance, with me filming this or taping this, I will tell him about this because, again, I don't want him, rushing up in. But a lot of times, as far as me scheduling particular dates, I don't run the dates by him. I might tell him that day that I'm doing this, so don't come in the room or whatever. But I don't run dates by him. So if he needs me to do something, he's going to have to ask me in advance. So someone who is too demanding of your time when you are a person who has things to do, that may not work out so well, Another situation from that, either like if you either you do for them and then you end up not doing for yourself, then what's the ripple effect there? Do you have to end up calling, emailing people and rescheduling stuff, or like what, And then the number 3 to that, you end up trying to accommodate that person and yourself, and you spread yourself too thin. And then you got no energy to do the stuff that you need to do, like to follow. It's just, ew. So it's just a lot. So that's the whole B side to it. Getting into a relationship with someone who is too demanding of your time. And when you're someone who has projects and things like that going on, that can be a stressful situation. So anyhow. All right. So let's touch on another A side. Let's go with something happier. All right. Say, for instance, you get into a relationship with a person who is not only a cheerleader for you, but they're walking that same path as you. So now you all are both, like knocking out these goals, smashing these goals together, like side by side, like you're a team. You're standing there with capes on, you're like superheroes, with GG for goal getter on your capes, flapping in the wind. You're just doing it all. And that is an ideal situation because you both are like this team and you're doing great things together. And you celebrate your wins together. And that has to be an awesome feeling. I mean, when you think about it, no politics, but Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, like, child, you see them, that's a whole presence and it's a whole mood when they step in the room. I mean, who else? Who else is like Jay-Z and Beyonce? Like people like, that are in sync together like that and making power moves together, honey, that's sexy. That is sexy and it's impressive. And it's got to feel good, I would think, for each of them to come home like, you know what, babe, I did that. You know what? You damn sure you did that, And to have that type of relationship where you're reaching for goals like that together, that's got to be phenomenal. So that, honey, is definitely an A side. Okay? And if you can achieve that, then honey, that's goals. That is goals. Okay. So a B side. Now, I don't know if you all saw this movie, but I saw the movie Sylvie's Love. And no spoilers, but there was this one line from the movie that she said. And when she said it, it like child, it just touched my core. Because what she said was, how can I be the woman of your dreams when I'm still trying to be the woman of my own? I was like, what? I think I had to sip on something. Knowing me, I was probably already drinking wine, but I was like, ooh, she just said a whole mouthful. How can I be the woman of your dreams while I'm trying to be the woman of my own? Okay, now this is where I'm going with this. Sometimes you will find people you will get into relationships with that want you to be completely supportive and behind them and uplift them and everything towards their goals and supporting them with that. But they want you to put your stuff on the back burner so that they can get to where they're going. And then they may say, and then we'll double back and help you get to where you're going. Now, I'm not saying that anything is wrong with that. If that is something that you are okay with and that you are comfortable doing. But if you are a woman who is trying to achieve certain things in her life, like, are you okay with just sitting by and just being, the support system for this person? And you know what? No judgment, because if you see that at the end of the day, it's better all around for the both of you as a couple. And if you're building a future, if that's something you want to do, if this gives you a better foundation so that when that's established, then you can better pursue what you want to do, then that's great. That's awesome. But are you okay with putting your hopes and dreams on the back burner? I feel like a lot of times we take for granted how much time we think that we may have. Just recently, I mean, unfortunately, people have been leaving us due to COVID and then even other circumstances, Life is so short. It really is too short. And if you have things that you want to achieve in your life, and those things bring you happiness, then, it's really some soul searching that you need to do in order to figure out if that is something you're willing to sacrifice, if you are willing to sacrifice that time, because indeed it is time that you may or may not get back. Well, time that you won't get back, because time is time. You won't get that back. But it's whether or not you are okay with waiting to do that. And that is really the bigger question in that. And you may want to look at, well, you know, can I be supportive to this person and still be able to achieve what it is that I'm looking to do? Well, then there's the question, what is it that that person needs you to do in order for you to be supportive for them? I mean, there's a whole set of questions and things that you need to ask yourself in that situation. But it's definitely, you know, if you see a bigger picture of you being in a better position to launch or do what it is that you're doing, once that person achieves whatever status or goals or whatever they're trying to achieve, then okay. But it's definitely something you would have to look into. And then also to look into the fact of whether or not that person is just being selfish. I mean, real talk. You know, are they being selfish? I mean, why can't they try to help support you a little bit on the side? I mean, I'm just saying. No judgment. I'm just saying. But, yeah, so I think that's enough of the A and B sides of it. We just, you know, wanted to touch on some things. But please let me know your ideas and your feedback or what you think about anything that I touched on today or what your experiences have been. Just comment, you know, down below with that stuff, because we love getting it in here and chit-chatting about stuff. That's the best part of this, is the exchange with everyone while this is actually airing live. But I do have a discount code for you from the Lip Bar. But before I get into that, make sure y'all follow Adventurous Magazine on Instagram, because like I think I've said this before, they're always posting these cute videos and images of, you know, travel and things of the sort, because, you know, I miss stuff like that. I mean, you miss having the option of being able to go wherever you want to go. So be sure to follow them, and they kind of help you escape for a minute. So they're awesome though. Follow them. And also follow me at Sadie Says It All on Instagram, because I'm always posting stuff there and always listing things that I have coming up. And make sure you also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sadie Says It All, because like I said, this video will land there. And I also do some fashion stuff, beauty finds. And I'm going to start having the guest on. So that'll also be entertaining, because it's not going to be any boring talk, any regular stuff. It's going to be some entertaining, fun talk, fun. You know, we need those good vibes and good energy right now. Now, back to the Lip Bar. I have a new code for you for the Lip Bar. And we're going to make it Beauty 21. So it's just going to be BEAUTY 21. I couldn't spell for a second. So it's going to be the code Beauty 21. That's your discount code. And you're just going to click on the link that I have. And I'll drop that below again. And if you click there, you use that discount code, you get a 10% discount, honey. And I think I've said before, their prices are extremely reasonable, because I'm all about staying within a budget. But not only are the prices reasonable, their products are phenomenal. I have not met a better lip product. This is Prima Donna by the Lip Bar. It's a liquid matte, and it's absolutely amazing. I have their Fresh Glow Duo on, so I feel like I just can't go wrong with them. So, yeah. So I will be back here again in 2 weeks. Again, it's every other Tuesday. I take over the Facebook live feed for Adventurous Magazine, and I can't wait to join you all again. And yeah, like I said, 2 weeks. Bye.